So here we are, another video. This one is about cleaning babies' bottles and sterilising babies' bottles when you're away. I'm guessing you're watching this because you're going abroad or you're going on holiday. I'm very jealous right now. This is just a video of our experience when we took baby away for their first holiday, aged 4.5 months old. We stayed in an all-inclusive hotel. This is the hotel bathroom, the hotel room bathroom even, that we stayed in. And just starting off, just doing the usual routine. I'm guessing you're all doing the same. Washing babies' items one by one. Beer is optional. I'm a thirsty person here on holiday. I've got a couple of beers there just to get me through the task at hand. Washing up liquid, hot soapy water, just getting everything in, getting everything nice and clean. As you can see, I'm taking apart all the bottles here, which I'm sure you all do anyway, just to get in every nook and cranny. You don't want any formula left over or any dirt in any of the crevices in any of the parts. So yeah, getting everything nice and clean. That's a normal baby bottle brush, if you like. I think that's what they're called. Just on the right hand side there, I haven't started using it yet, but I'm sure you'll recognise that. One end is for cleaning the bottles and scrubbing, the other end is for cleaning the teats especially, just to make sure you get right in there and get it all nice and clean and as clean as possible for baby. I've just all these bottles are man bottles. I'm sure if you know, you know. They seem to be the best bottles that we certainly looked at and tried back in the UK. That hot water flask there is a Tommy Tippy one. It's amazing. Keeps baby's water hot for, well, all day really. Whether it's 8 hours, 10 hours, 12 hours, I'm sure it lasts that long. It's amazing. And the other item in there, as well as the bottles, was just the MAM formula compartment storer, if that's what it's called. That's what you can take the formula out and about on when you go out for the day. Keeps it all in the little segments, so it takes 3 feeds. So at the moment baby's on 6-7 ounces, so during the day we take out 3 lots of 6 ounces. He has 1 bottle in the morning and then 1 at night, so that's his 5 a day, all done. And to be honest, it worked really well. So again here, this is me just cleaning all the bottles, all the bits to the bottles. I've sped it up a bit because we don't need to see it all in normal motion, if you like, but each item I do just slow it down a bit just to show how I kind of clean each item. I probably overdo the cleaning. I scrub, I do the edges, I do the rim, I do inside, I do out, just to get it all nice and clean, to be honest. I suppose no baby bottle can be too clean. So yeah, these bottles that we use here, you might recognise them. They're the MAM bottles. Back at home with a microwave and just our normal surroundings, our normal kitchen, our normal microwave, it's just easier in our little routine to kind of clean and microwave them to get them sterile. They're great bottles, to be honest. You can easily just put them in the microwave, 3 minutes for one, and then each additional bottle, it's an additional minute. So 3 minutes for 1 bottle, 5 minutes for 3. Here away, there was a microwave at the hotel. We did contact the hotel before we went away to see, but we weren't convinced about how accessible the microwave was going to be and how clean it was going to be, sort of thing. So we decided to get a Milton cold water steriliser to take away with us, which you'll see soon in the video towards the end. We decided to get this just so we can sterilise the bottles in our room, and just basically do it all ourselves without having to rely on a microwave. Sod's law, we got here, we can see how accessible the microwaves are. They're just in the kind of buffet canteen area of the all-inclusive hotel. They are really accessible, so it would have been quite easy to access them, but there's nothing wrong with doing it the way we've done it. It didn't cost much and it easily fit in our suitcase. Although it's quite a big cold water sterilising thing, you can easily just put bits in it to transport, so you don't actually lose all the kind of size in the suitcase, because we could fill it up with bits and pieces inside. So yeah, just completing this, cleaning this compartment here for the formula to transport out and about, just giving it a nice scrub all inside, underneath the flaps, in the flaps, just getting it all clean everywhere. So I've decided to kind of keep this video going rather than just showing me clean each item by item, just because if you're watching this of an evening as a couple or by yourself, you can just kind of gauge what's going on in its entirety. You can just see everything being cleaned. Simply put, we've got 5 blue/turquoise bottles there, which are the larger man bottles. I think they take up to 7, maybe 8 ounces of milk/formula. And then we've got the smaller grey bottles, which take up to, I think it's 5 or 6 ounces. Baby is eating out of the blue and the turquoise bottles at the moment. And then the little grey bottles, the smaller bottles, are being used to transport his cooled down boiling water. So at the moment, all we're doing quite simply to make the formula is adding an ounce of boiling water to kill off the bacteria of the formula, if there is any, and then adding 5 ounces of cooled down boiling water to make the 6 ounce solution for the formula. So yeah, quite simply, it's boiling water, put in the little grey ones, which is then cooled down to complement the rest of the formula when the bottle's being made. Because we've got that amount of bottles to do him for a day, it means the cleaning process, this whole process here, which took about half an hour just to clean everything and sterilise it, it means that was only done once a day that way. So we weren't having to do it, after every feed or every 5 minutes. We would just do this once a day. This is me doing it after being by the pool for the day, so it's about 5-6 p.m. right now. I am not drinking 2 glasses of beer in the morning, believe me, trust me. This is the afternoon. There he goes again. Nice little gulp. This is thirsty work. You wouldn't believe how much I was sweating in this hotel bathroom at the time. It was about 30 degrees, which was lovely. Obviously aircon was on, but still, I don't think the aircon was reaching the bathroom. So just cleaning the last few bits here. We will be coming on to the sterilising. The sterilising unit and solution that we've got is made by Milton. Apparently that's the one to get. It's the one that apparently everyone uses for sterilising baby stuff. And reading the bottle, it actually says about hospitals. Apparently hospitals use this to sterilise bits and pieces to create the sterile environment of a hospital. It's fairly straightforward. We'll come on to it in a minute. Another little tip as well is without trusting hotel room kettles, we kind of bought our own. It was only a couple of quid. It's a small one. It takes a litre. It's a little travel kettle. We just popped it in our suitcase again and used it every day to boil the hot water for his bottles. It was ideal. Couldn't complain. I couldn't complain with any of this process that we went through. It was so easy. Everything just went so well. We weren't ever at a whim where no bottle was clean or nothing was sterilised. It was just a nice routine of an evening. Right now, baby's having a bit of chill time, lying on the bed, rolling, or watching some nursery rhymes on YouTube, just on the television. So just here, I'm sure you can all see already, but just basically rinsing everything off, just taking off any detergent that might still be on it from the washing up liquid, taking off any foam or bubbles, just getting everything nice and rinsed. I've got a tray there on the right hand side, which was in the hotel room that I've decided to use. It's a clean towel as well that's on it, so there's no dirt or bacteria that's on a used towel at all. That is a nice and clean one on there as well. Just keeping everything nice and clean for baby and the bottles that are basically going to end up in their mouth. Keeping everything nice and clean. So here we go on the balcony in true holiday fashion, just filling up the kettle here. Our hotel gave us bottles for while we were there. They had a cold water tap, which was for drinking water. There was a couple around the resort. I'm sure you're all aware, but hotels before, they used to give out bottles of water, but with the whole Saving the World campaigns, bottles are hard to come across now, for all the right reasons. I do agree. So you're given a bottle for the length of your stay in this resort, and you're asked to fill it up each and every time. We did ask for extra bottles for baby, an extra 6. So I had one, his mum had one, and then baby had 6. 1 would be for the kettle, and then 5 would be for the sterilising unit. We'd fill these up once a day, nice and convenient. They would just sit under his pram, and the 5 litres would fill up this 5 litre tank exactly to the line, which was perfect. We did do some research before we went, in terms of what water can be used for baby, and the research we got was to check the hotel water to see if it was safe. The hotel did tell us it was safe, but we still opted to go down the road to a shop nearby to check what bottles they had. With bottled water, you need to check the sulfate levels to make sure they're down a certain amount per litre. Some bottles can even have a picture of a baby on them to make sure that, well, to basically indicate that they're safe for the use with babies. We couldn't find any, and to be fair, we just struggled reading the bottles to see what the sulfate levels were, etc. So we decided to speak to a few parents around the resort that had, well, quite evidently had babies, and they said they've been using the taps that are provided, and there's been no issues whatsoever, no upset stomachs or anything. So we decided to follow suit. So yeah, we've got bottles there that we fill up every day. As you can see, this is the cold water steriliser here by Milton, just adding everything now to it. The bits that haven't gone in on the left hand side are going to have to wait until the next batch. So yeah, just adding everything in there, a couple of dummies as well, just to get them sterilised, and plopping on the spacer there, just to push everything down. It weighs it down nicely, just so everything's in contact with the sterile water. Putting the lid on, and 15 minutes, let that cook. This is me just putting a 15-minute timer on my watch right now. And with the magic of YouTube, here we are 15 minutes later, me unboxing the nice and sterilised bottles and dummies here. Just making sure right now I'm not putting my fingers on the area of the dummy that's going in baby's mouth, just to obviously not touch it, to make it unsterile, if that's actually a word. And then here, quite simply, I'm just rebuilding the bottles now that they're nice and clean and sterilised, just getting them nice and put together again. So yeah, nice and simple. I would definitely do this process again if you're going away and you don't really know what to do. I hope this video is helpful. Quite simply, just as bullet points, all I'm doing is washing the bottles with hot soapy water. We've then got a cold water steriliser which takes 5 litres of water and a cap full of steriliser by Milton, putting that in for 15 minutes, taking them out and putting them together. There's nothing too difficult about that, so I'm hoping this is something that you as a viewer can follow and inhabit into your holiday experience. There we have it, bottle number 1 ready. You don't then need to rinse these under the tap or anything. They are sterilised and ready for use. If you got this far, drop the video a like. It does mean a lot to me, it does go a long way. Subscribe to the channel. Have a look at other videos that are on the channel. They might be helpful for you, your new baby, your new family. And yeah, leave us a comment if you want. Any queries that you've got, post them down below and I'll do my best to get back to you. There we have it. Have a drink, look at the view and enjoy the holiday. Catch you in the next one.